sun that can be seen over extremely gorgeous planets like that. So not seeing planets from certain invisible.
So before we start episode 2, I just wanted to point out something on something we picked up during the edit the other day. And this is 2 voices which completely freaked me out. These were somehow spoken directly into my digital recorder. One of some kind of male entity that says it's 9 or it's nigh, and a female voice that says no, it's not. It's weird. It was there. We're not making this up. This isn't a joke. We're not trying to convince anybody that ghosts exist. All I can tell you is that we recorded this. So basically, make your own mind up.
So
Other than the sun that can be seen over.
We've had our hunt from 3 till 8 o'clock now. We've got with us now Lisa Rawding from Haunted Happenings. I mean, what's your feelings about this place, particularly, Lisa, in comparison to other haunted houses? Because we've never experienced anything quite like this. We're quite new to doing what we're doing. And I've had loads of experiences over the years, more orbs and sensations, but this place is very different. There's definitely entities in here.
I always say with this house, you can never get complacent. You just never know what's going to happen. It's like a cat and mouse game. He's always 2 steps in front of you. Yeah. It's like if you're upstairs here, do something downstairs. If you're downstairs here, do vice versa, you know, and you just never know what he's going to do.
And you think this is the monk or anything? Or?
I think there's more to this house, yes. There's more than him.
There's a few in there?
Yes, yeah.
Because what did we get, Colin?
At one point, we were talking on the box and asking who's here and how many people are here. And for us, it was when we was in the lounge. Yeah. It was the 3 of us, wasn't it? At first, so there was 3. There was Emma, a little girl, and
we heard the name Emma quite.
We heard Emma, Jean,
Jean and Joe.
Okay.
And then we asked them, "Are you alone?" They said no. I said, "Do you know how many other people?" They said 2. And we said, "Do you know them?" They said no. And we asked, "Are they bad?" And they said, "Yeah."
Okay.
They were the questions we had.
And we've almost had games upstairs. Yeah, we've been given a run around with.
Well, we had the balls, didn't we? That light up and stuff if they move.
Oh, the cat balls.
Answering questions and moving them around.
Yeah.
We had the marbles being moved.
Really? Have you not had one thrown at you yet?
No.
More, but
when we first arrived, potentially, because something cracked behind my head
Right.
in 5 minutes of being here.
Really?
And then Lorraine, you had your hair pulled, didn't you?
Yeah, my hair
early
pulled
doors.
at the back, yeah. And I thought it was him messing, because I came a sceptic, I'm leaving very much a believer. Yeah.
But even the marble situation was, it's so subtle, isn't it?
They
but
played with us with them. They like took the mickey.
Yeah, Gina kind of she rolled up children. She threw a marble, rolled it, and then as we were talking when we were leaving, the marble had moved, and there was just 5 next to my feet.
Yeah.
We didn't see them move. And there was one underneath the desk, wasn't there? And then later on we went back, there was a second one under the desk.
Really?
5 are still there.
Yeah.
2 there, 1 in the other room.
But the eyeball was mental.
That one moves a lot.
Oh. It moved
Don't know
from the
why.
doll to the
Don't know
bed.
why, but
it
it
moved from
does.
the doll to the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we found.
We find it's like normally under the bed, and then it rolls itself out of under the bed, like the bogeyman's underneath, and and that really freaks a lot of people out.
So you said children? Is there more than one child here?
Yes, there's 2 little girls, one called Emma and one called Emily.
I'm sure we got Emily a few
How
times on
old
the
are
box.
they?
Yeah.
They're around about 8, 9, Victorian.
Right, okay.
So they're landish.
They come from something that was here before the house, probably.
There's supposed to be a portal here.
Right.
So they come freely, but they come here a lot because you think of all the energy that comes every night to come say hello to them. It's like, it's like a fairground every night for them. So.
Oh wow, that explains all the different.
What about the sort of dark voice that was?
There was
really
a couple of
clear,
there was a couple of really kind of disturbing voices.
Yeah.
You just feel a darkness that.
It's like a dark entity type.
Yeah.
You have got one of them in here.
It told us to stop a few times.
Yeah, that's the poltergeist. So. Yes.
Well, someone turned Bo's camera off before as well, didn't it?
And the camera's been turned off.
It drains all the time. All your batteries get drained non-stop.
Literally set up the night vision so we could do a bit of an experiment with our Colin, and I absolutely checked everything, absolutely fine. Left him to do his thing. Came back, looked at it, and it's like, why is nothing happening?
Really?
The camera's just bosh. And I'm like.
Yes, he plays with everybody's phones and
He
cameras.
saw the figure behind him
Interesting
though.
to see
Really?
Yeah, we did the whole looking in the mirror in the dark
And you've been here only for 4 hours, or 5 hours so far.
Well, I was saying,
Wow.
many years ago, I opened myself up to. I was a skeptic, like Lorraine said, but I had a pub, and it was one night something happened, and then over the next few weeks, everything. I was seeing
Really?
figures, I was hearing my name being called, and so getting a chance to come here. So I don't know whether because I've come with an open mind, and you know, Bo's here and it's what she does, and then you have the skeptics, and it's almost like the ghosts are going, "Oh, we'll prove you."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like they've got
Yeah.
a point to prove.
We kind of felt
Yeah.
like it was building up over the day, and we all sort of knew, I think, in the back of our heads that as it got dark and the sun set, something bigger was about to happen.
Yeah.
And it totally went in that direction, didn't it?
But never got to the point, did it, of being like really scary. It kind of felt all right, apart from that dark entity that kept showing up every now and again.
Right.
But the rest of them felt friendly-ish.
Yeah, we do have a lot of friendly ones in here, but then you've just got to be a bit wary of the one that you don't see.
Yeah.
And that's the one that you might just walk up very complacent thinking, actually, I'm used to this house now. I'm quite happy. I know there's nothing nasty. And you walk up, next thing is, and it gets thrown at you. Or you'll get a, get out. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
On the voice box, wasn't it?
Really? I had some guests who were supposed to do a lockdown. And literally, what's lockdown mean? You get locked in, yeah? And they were leaving at 8:30. I, of course, left after the event because I was allowed to. But I stayed back for another good hour and a half with them, just chatting away. And I said, right, come on, it's 4 now. Should have finished at 3. I said, I'm going home. You're here till 8:30. I lock you in. That's it, you're done. Apparently they only stayed till 10 to 5. Apparently they all ran out the house. Because they all went upstairs. There was about 8 of them, 9 of them. As soon as they passed the bathroom, it was a, get out! And they went, right, we all heard that, let's go. And they just shot.
That's made it more serious tonight for us. Is it's never been one of us hearing one thing as an isolated. What we've heard,
Everyone's
at least
heard
2,
it.
3, or all of us have heard it.
That is good, because
Yeah.
you're authenticating what, you know, it's not one person thinking.
I
or is it my
just turn around and
brain?
go, oh, this, even like the figure. I saw it, but I thought, well, it could be my
What
eye.
type of figure did you see?
It felt like a woman.
Okay.
Felt like a woman. She was sat on the bed, like kind of lengthways, but sat up. So I was like on my shoulder, and then when Mo came in, you saw an outline.
Yeah,
didn't you?
exactly. That, like to me, I thought it was my eyes adjusting to being, you know, from light dark.
Yeah,
I came
yeah.
in, I was a bit like that sort of thing. you know?
That's amazing.
So it's clear, but then even doing that, because we had the box. I was in there for what, 5 minutes or so.
I'm up to the footage
Oh,
where
yeah.
Colin was on his own if you want to listen to it.
Oh,
Do you
go on,
want
let's
to
listen
listen?
to this with Lisa.
Yeah, because you hear that kind of stop, and that's why I shouted out to you, guys, we need to stop now.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the positive spirits here. I'm not interested in anything negative attaching itself to me. Baron, where have you gone, darling? It's gone.
Now.
Whoa.
No, it sounds like bloody people.
Yeah, bloody people.
Yeah.
I sound
That's
like
what I
that,
thought
yeah.
it said.
Are we annoying you?
If we sit in front of a mirror and turn all the lights down, will you present yourself to us? Maybe give us a tap on the shoulder or something?
Great.
Great! Oh, great!
Oh, wow.
You know what? Ironically, the best
dear.
room for it, 'cause you've got a mirror on the
cold
floor.
my
and
hands
things.
are.
Marble room.
Gina's hands are free.
Can we go to the marble room?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Feel that, Bo? How cold my hands are.
Right, so we've got to do something in a mirror now. I'm like going, what is going on here?
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm in Candyman or something.
What have we got ourselves into?
I've
here?
no idea, Lammy. So,
It's kind of like exciting and scary at the same time.
Yeah, it's a little bit of
yeah,
This
it's
Because the more scared you get, the more you go, there's more
some
stuff
sort
here.
of dark weirdness at the same time.
Yeah.
There's a bit of giddiness.
it's there's without a shadow of a doubt there's something in here because I'm not like terrified or anything, but interested because it's like
You feel quite excited by it.
excited,
Feel
yeah.
excited that we're going
Yeah.
to see
But something's happening, innit? It's been happening all day.
I think as a skeptic, I've completely been changed, and I never ever
In one day.
expected that.
And it kind of happened in the first hour
Right.
for
Yeah,
you,
it did
didn't it?
actually. They were like, "Is she?"
You gonna do it on your own?
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah? So what I'm going to do then is he'll be in the room on his own. I'm going to leave just for a minute so he gets used to it. So he's going to sit in the mirror, he's going to concentrate. I'm going to have my phone with the torch on behind him so he's only just illuminated.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is after a minute I'll come in, I'm going to turn the light off and you're going to be left with whatever wants to come through and talk to you, yeah?
Okay.
And I'm going to leave our little recorder here in the room with Colin in front of the mirror while we stand outside. So,
Yeah.
Talk us through it, Colin.
Yeah.
You happy with this? You feel safe? Colin?
Well, yeah, because it will be
You happy with
dark
this?
behind you.
Yeah, if something happens, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Right, I'm hoping I'm going to put it in front of the mirror. Actually, hopefully that's on you, Paul.
Is it staying with me or is it going with you?
Right, so I'm
I
going
think
to
you
have
should
it
keep
recorded.
it.
Then we'll get a
Did that
nice...
say my name?
That's it. It said Colin.
Did it?
Knows you're here.
it literally said his name.
We're really sorry we're leaving you with Colin. Even the
Colin, do you
ghosts
want me to
called.
just sit on the bed or sit at the side?
Has anyone got a lighter?
Oh,
No.
have I? Oh,
Do you want me
hang on
to
a
just sit
minute.
over there or anything, Colin? Or
No, no,
You alright, Colin?
It'll be alright. If you get footage of it,
Well, we wanted something to make us go viral. This might just be
This
it.
is the one.
Right, okay, everybody exit the room.
And I think heads up here for Colin's bravery.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he's braver
definitely.
than we are,
Right.
you know.
I forgot about that chair.
So let's put we're going to put the microphone, leave that down there. Recording.
So that keeps saying my name.
Are we okay to leave Colin on his own?
Okay, Colin, mate, I'm just going to pull the camera behind you so we can get you on the mirror around.
Oh, my heart is at the minute.
I bet you. Okay, everybody, it's time for us to leave into
Okay.
it.
While leaving Colin in the room on his own.
You might have a little bit of light from the camera, but I'm going to cover it. So I can't miss this, so...
Am I safe?
If you freak out, mate, just shout.
Freak
and
out,
come back in.
Martha.
Right, everybody out. Deep breath, Colin.
So am I just staring into the mirror, yeah?
Right,
I don't know.
so sit with yourself for 30 seconds and I'm going to come in and take the light, yeah?
This is... There's someone here. Is it you, John? Right. I think it's John. Ah. Oh my days. Who's here with me? Oh my god. Are you on the bed, Joan? Oh. There's someone here with me. There is definitely someone sat on the bed. Oh my god. Oh, is that you, Joe? Is someone with me? Stop.
Lisa's going to actually play something for us now, which is a DVP. Lisa, just explain what a DVP is.
A DVP is a direct voice phenomenon, so it's basically a voice that we can hear, where an EVP is normally something you capture on camera or on voice recorder. It's not something you hear from your own ear. That sounds bad, doesn't it? You don't hear it from your ear. So
did
this
you
is.
say this was your recording or?
No, it was just after my event, and I left, and they sent it to me, and it was literally here where you're stood now. Oh. And it was a lady who did not want to go back in the coal shed because she had a frightening experience and she hated it. Her friend was trying to get her back into the coal shed, and she really didn't want to. Now, are you okay for a bit of swearing?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is what it says.
I really don't think I can. I can't. It freaked me out.
Because she's saying, I can't, it freaked me out. And he went, good. Oh. And that was direct voice phenomenon.
And that is that voice.
Yeah, that's the same one I spoke to you.
Yeah, there's a few times when we were saying about moving. So we're going to go back downstairs, and 3 times he went, stop.
Really?
So we was upstairs and we were doing the stuff in each room. So the marble room is probably where the most activity was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But all I was saying that when we were...
I don't know, the doll room with that...
Whenever Lorraine spoke about the dolls and stuff, we've got captured, we've got them devices, haven't we? All the energy lit up when we were talking about it. So I went, it's supposedly possessed, and Lorraine's been very defendant of all the
The
possession.
little girls have been a bit like,
Yeah.
be nice.
They're
and then-
lovely.
Every time we talk about it, it was
You got
like,
quite
it was
emotional,
like-
didn't you? in
Yeah,
that room?
I cried
Teary.
in the little girl's bedroom. I got
Really?
really, I had to leave. I couldn't, and I've become a skeptic, so it just got me.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
had
You
pressure
saw that video of
headaches.
that?
We've all had
Yeah.
like pressure.
Have you had pressure headaches
All the girls.
upstairs?
Yeah.
Girls, not the lads.
Yeah.
In Phil's? In Phillips? Or parents?
We don't know anything about
we don't
who's
know
in
anything
who.
about
So you got Phillips, is the single bed, the big room.
Yeah.
Parents' room, that's Joe and Jean's.
Yeah,
Right.
And then you got Diane's little room.
Right.
we thought that was Emma's.
No, the children of the Pritchards with Philip and Diane.
All right.
How old was Diane?
Diane, when she first came here, was 12,
Right.
and Philip was 15.
We said it'd be a teenage boy's bedroom, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we're going back upstairs now. Lights are on at the minute, and we're going to have a few words from Lisa about the scary dolls, which we've had a lot of experiences with today. So let's see how that connects now to what's happened to us, because we knew nothing about it before. So here come the gang.
Did you shut this door?
No, I've just done.
Oh.
There's a reason, because he likes to open it up.
Carol
Okay.
next door, when she bangs on the door, she shouts Emma. And that's where we got Emma from.
Oh, no, Emma's the Victorian child that comes.
Right, okay.
So, no, it's Diane and Philip. They're the children. But, of course, they're grown up now and they've moved away. They're still alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah, so it's just Jean and Joe that's passed.
Right.
Jean only passed about 6 months ago.
Oh, that's where we got Jean through today.
Yeah.
So she's so fresh.
And you said Joe as well.
Yeah.
Joe did die here in the bathroom.
Stop.
Oh, that's where the ball was
The
thrown
ball
in the
got
bath.
thrown in the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, about 3:10 after we got here.
Oh my
First
God.
thing that
Joe,
happened.
Yeah.
Joe was here quite a bit then, wasn't he, when
Yeah,
we
he
were talking
was
and stuff?
actually, yeah.
He's a lovely man. He's
Yeah.
a true Yorkshire man.
Yeah.
He said aye. He said aye
my
a
God.
few times.
We've got that. We've got
He
that
is
on camera.
so like, you
Well,
know,
that's an eye. He
spade's
said
a
an
spade
eye.
with him, you know. He's like, there's
Yeah.
no messing with him. Yeah, he's lovely. But he does like to play.
He did seem nice, didn't he? It was
Yeah.
that eye thing felt like.
He wasn't because the only time we felt negativity was a very deep voice, and that was, and we sensed
That's
the darkness.
Poltergeist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that was
that's
mainly.
not funk though.
I mainly here.
No.
Yeah.
Well, the monk was the. So you sat under the stairs, didn't you? And felt it in
In the
there.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But even then, we with the voice, we was asking questions, and it's said about babies, like 5 babies or something like that. Babies, concerned about being under it, is both safe.
Right.
No, we heard a baby.
We heard a baby when
Yeah.
the baby's there,
Yeah.
and they went 5. So I don't know what. that
Never.
could be,
Interesting
but yeah.
then, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay, so do you want me to tell you about the dolls?
Yes, come on.
So this is Victoria. She's really, really old. She's supposed to be kind of, I think, stuck with a young girl. What it was, this a very young girl, I think only age about 12. I think she had a real bad accident and she died through. So I'm not going to go there, you know.
Yeah.
But as soon as she did, this doll, her arm broke and her head got tilted over like she'd broke a neck. So she seems to be like taking on the image of this young girl, and that's who she's supposed to be not attached to. So I always tell everybody don't touch her because she's really old.
Right.
But then you got two others. You got Nora. She's a scratcher. She likes to scratch. It does say on here on the label. Sorry, you've taken.
It's all right now.
So who was she scratched?
It says on here about hello, this is Nora. She's been donated and she's not very nice. She has moved in. She's moved in a friend's house and scratched doors. Please respect.
Wow.
But I always make the guests sit with them because I'm evil. I go, get the dolls, you know. And one lad was sat here and he had her in his lap, and he got like 2 scratches all the way down his arm.
Wow.
So I was like, that's good. I like that. And then we got, bless her, she hasn't got a name. Carol next door calls it Evil Git. I always come in, I always play with her hair and just make her look pretty. Apparently when she first came in the house, her eyes were bright blue.
That's what the son was saying before.
Yeah, a week in the house, they turned black.
Wow.
And now they go between black and brown. I cannot verify that because I never saw her in the very first week here, so I would just take that story on and tell the guests. But apparently Carol really, really doesn't like her at all. She didn't want to take her out of the car when she brought her here.
See, I felt really protective over that doll.
I
When you
love
and
her.
Colin were talking about her. I felt really... Because Colin said, this is the one that's possessed. And I was like, I don't want you to talk about her like that. It's a little girl's toy. But I wouldn't normally be that bothered. I just felt the need.
Something
and then
about
our
that,
machine was going crazy.
I always come up every time and I always say, good evening, ladies, how you doing? And so I think it's out of respect. But yeah, and I always like to put them right and, like I say, just play with them and just make sure they look beautiful. But did anybody just flash then? There was a flash right behind. When I looked like that, I saw it in the mirror.
It's not this green light, is it? Not,
No.
I've not moved it.
There was a flash just at the back here.
Wow.
There's been a lot here. So.
There's been a lot going on in this room, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the
Interesting.
ball that was on the bed that's by the side
Next to
of
the
the
scratchy one.
box.
Oh yes, the eye. Yeah, that seems to go everywhere.
It just made its way to the bed, didn't it?
Yeah.
When Emma and...
We definitely call it the seeing eye. Because it sees
And what's
everything.
good to know is we've come here not really. All I've done is seen the film, and which is obviously probably not an element of what goes on here, rather than the whole thing. So we've not had anything in our mind which has kind of influenced what we've been thinking about
Well, we didn't
today.
even know there was a
Way.
film before we came,
All
so
right.
we've not seen. We've
Really?
seen nothing.
Yeah.
No,
It's
nothing.
actually interesting just to see what's happened whilst we've been here, and then kind of reel that back to you, and you just say, yeah. You know, we're not wildly off the mark.
No, we're not.
You know, you've actually picked up quite a lot of things actually, which is on the ball. You know.
It's been a very busy day, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very full day. Those hours have gone
Fantastic.
fast,
Oh,
haven't they?
God, yeah.
I love it here. I absolutely just I feel kind of safe in here, but then you know again I can't take that as like for sure all the time because there is things that happen when I'm here on my own when I'm waiting for the guests. I'm normally here about 2 hours before, and I always say, don't do anything while I'm on my own. It's like, God, I want to. You can tell he wants to, but
Well, that's the general consensus that we had. I said to Lorraine that, you know, we both felt quite sort of comforted. I don't know if it's because it's a house that you think, oh, it's the sort of thing my gran would live in, or I lived in when I was
Yeah.
younger, or
Yeah.
Familiar, didn't it?
familiarity, was quite. But actually, we felt okay, didn't we? But I kind of had a little bit of a daunting
But then-
feeling that something might.
Around that time that the atmosphere changed, the three of us got headaches.
Yeah, that's
So
Dog
whereabouts
fresh-
did you get the headache?
Mine was like pushing down on my head.
Okay.
You guys, I actually took something before I knew either of those had anything. I didn't. tell
Right.
you.
And that was in
That was
the
quite
back room
awful,
as well, when it's
quite
worse
awful,
in the back room.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
the women, though. For me,
Which room?
The lounge.
I went downstairs.
Yes.
But we had moved around.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Right.
kind of
Yours was
settled
at the front,
downstairs.
wasn't
It's
it?
normally in Philip's room.
Yeah,
that
that
people
was
get
as soon as I came
a
in, I
lot.
went up
Yeah.
the stairs, and Bo said to
You
me
have?
which room,
Yeah.
and I said the one opposite the top of the stairs straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, that's with the portal.
That's where I got this when that's where it started in there, yeah, because I got the crack behind me, which may have been a marble, I'm not too sure, but
Oh, we
I kept going, there's something going on in that cupboard.
Really?
It's
Sense
That one in there.
Yeah,
Yes,
with
that's
the
what
water
Paul
boiler.
said. I've got to give you that, Foxy. That's 100% what he said.
Can you ever ask them to do things? Because we were asking them to play with the balls and they did, but then it got bored.
Yeah, I think it's because they get asked all the time.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So that's where that word stop comes from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Instead of get out now, it's like
Stop.
Actually, you're lucky you just have got stop.
Yeah.
So, like,
It sounds like apart from the poltergeist, we got quite
nice
lucky.
one.
We got the nice spirit. So
yeah.
we
So
all
we all-
felt the poltergeist evilness, but it didn't act on it as much.
No.
I suppose we weren't being too much of a dick.
We all came with total respect, didn't we, as well? We didn't
Yeah.
come in to just
Yeah.
have a laugh.
That is your
We
best
wanted
thing.
to be like, whatever the reason they're there for.
Well, we also agreed that
We've
we
got to
should
give
not
them
mess with
some-
each
yeah.
other, and I think that might upset them if we're going, oh, we're going boo and stuff. You're taking them in. We're in their house, aren't we? So
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we actually kept asking if they were okay. Are they safe? Are they in danger?
do you want us
and
to leave?
stuff? Yeah.
We asked them questions.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the difference is I always say to my guests, do not say, do you want us to leave? Because if you make a noise to say yes, then we've got to respect that and leave. And you might be at the beginning of the event at that point, so I always say, do you want us to move out of this room and, do it differently? So, but our haunted happenings guests are absolutely amazing. When they come here, they just go for it, and it's all about respect though.
Respect the key.
We don't goad, we don't swear, because you don't know who's coming in.
Yeah.
You've opened up a portal, and it could be somebody's grandma walking in or a child, and
But the temperature change in each room throughout the day has been crazy. Like that room's pretty much been cold all the way through. Every time we go in, that one got heated very quick
really
in the
quick.
portal room. So would that happen then when the portal's open? If a new
was
spirit
you
was to come?
all in the room together?
At one point?
Not when they were
That
doing
room
it with Colin.
was colder than this room, and we were all in that room.
Really? That
Yeah.
just surprised me.
And then when we went in, didn't we, with the balls and stuff, and we also then the heat started going. When you put the thing on, it kept ticking up while we were in there.
Good. Okay.
So I don't know whether that is would that be the portal? I don't know, but that's.
If it's the thing is what you really are looking for the heat or temperature of the room is a big drop of coldness.
Of course.
That shows you can tell the window's open here, but there's no big draft coming in. If there's a door wide open, it will then change it. But if you can't find a logic explanation for that drop of temperature, that could mean spirits have come into the room with you. If it keeps going up, it could be body heat.
Yeah.
A woman of a certain age has their own body heat going off as well, so I can make the temperature go really hot at the moment.
I think that's what freaked Bo and I out, is we moved this temperature gauge between the two rooms because nobody was in here, and it was colder than that room.
Correct. Yeah. And then it was bizarre all day, really, with the way it's been going
Yeah,
up
it
and
sort
down.
of dropped quite dramatically. Then it lifted. Oh, I don't know. It's
Well,
just,
when we were
it
in
was
there
weird.
and it was going up in temperature, me and Paul were in the pathway of the door, and I could feel cold. But I thought it
Definitely.
must be a draft. But then I would have been blocking it,
Yeah.
and you
I
felt
could feel it as well.
But it wasn't it wasn't a draft. It was your skin was cold, and then you had
Really?
really cold hands,
Your
didn't
hands
you,
went
after that?
freezing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Start of the day as well in the kitchen. It was warm, quite warm day really. So the sun was coming through,
Yeah.
and then everyone was talking with Carol and her daughter in the other room, and I was just freezing,
Really?
like it was the middle of January, all on my back, ice cold.
That's not normal in this house.
No,
No.
really like
My
whoa.
hands were like ice, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were. Like everyone feel them, so they knew I wasn't just saying it.
Yeah.
But, you know,
That's yeah,
Which
good.
is the most significant room then in the house that you get?
See, that's hard work because
Right.
every room has different things going off. Because you've got different people with different energies, it works with different people differently, if you know what I mean. That sounds really awful saying that, but coal shed, a lot of people get a lot of stuff in the coal shed. Some people walk in here do not like it in here. A lot don't like Phillips because of the pressure on their heads and they feel sick, and I think it's that to do with the portal. Then a lot were going Diane's, they're like, don't like that room, just don't like that room.
I didn't like that.
And
I just felt
yeah.
sad in that room, really sad.
Yeah, he has a little trick. Like I say, we normally put one person in on their own, and I close the door and I go, open the door, and he goes, and it opens open. It opens up. There you go.
Yeah.
And I was here on Thursday night, and I had 6 groups, different groups, and he only decided to do it on 2 of the groups. The other 4 got nothing. So, and I said, well, you can tell it's not the floorboards, it's not the way people sit.
And are you knocking on it at that time?
No, I'm downstairs.
Because when Carol did it earlier, she knocked on it, so I was like, she's pushed it, but But you do it with nobody touching it. Nobody touches that door. And it just
I
opens.
put people in here, in all the rooms, downstairs. I will close up the door, say, see you in 10 minutes. And I come up and I go, well, and they went, the door's opened.
So no one touched it. Wow.
Nobody's touched it. No.
Wow.
So it's really good.
Wow.
He likes to play games.
There's a couple of rooms.
Amazing.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Amazing.
Can we lock Colin in now? He's loving it.
Yeah.
Now there's 3 rooms. Someone else needs to step up now.
It's been amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know much more we could get today, really. I think we've kind of...
Yeah.
It's been a total experience. Honestly, it's just.
I'm so pleased you've come. I just adore this house. It's just the best part. The only thing what's really happened to me, it was quite a few years ago. It's when we booked out the whole of October for Haunted Happenings, and we came every single night through so for 31 days we were here. And I did a couple of nights together, and it was our job because Carol, we took the key. Best Carol didn't have to come in and clean, so we did all the cleaning for her before our guests came. So I came, I hoovered and I polished everything down. Didn't think any more of it. And I was stood near the cooker, and all of a sudden I heard this very sharp stone hit the kitchen window. And I thought, little shits, you know, because it's getting close to Halloween. It's kids outside throwing stones. So I ran out. Nobody were there. Nobody. So I came in, closed the door, and I went, oi, stop it. And looked at it, dum, 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 running up the stairs. Looked at my phone and went, oh, God, I've still got another hour before the guests come. But nothing else happened. Is it going off?
It got to the midpoint.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm looking at it on the camera. I didn't even realise.
So I then thought to myself, okay, just carry on, don't worry about it. So I got everything ready for the guests. And then through the night, a marble got picked up from the floor and put on top of my biscuit box. And I was like, who's picked up this marble? In my head, as a woman, who's put it on top of the biscuit box? Why not put it on top of the cabinet, you know? But it was on top of the biscuit box. And this guest said, oh, I had to move it because I nearly tripped over it. So I was like, oh, thank God you did, you know, health and safety. It wasn't until I was driving home and I thought, hang on, I hoovered everywhere. Why would there be a marble on the floor? Because the hoover would have hit it and I would have heard it. And then all of a sudden it went bing in me. I was like, hang on, that stone was glass hitting glass. That's why it was so sharp.
Yeah.
So I came back, I was there the next day and I shouted up, oi, don't you ever bloody throw another marble at me again. Good job you're a crap shot because you missed.
The marbles have been
nothing.
really significant.
Yeah, he doesn't touch me at all now because I told him.
Thank you for listening to Into the Unknown UK with Foxy and the Lamb. For more information and video footage, go to Instagram at Into the Unknown UK or Twitter at Beyond Spooky. Please hit a like and follow. Whoa.